Let's see if it works. Does it work? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the TASG Watch Party Tuesday. We are back this week, this time with a brand new show. We are going back to the Star Wars universe, everybody. The Book of Boba Fett coming up in just a little bit. We are streaming live tonight, the TASG Watch Party Megacast on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch TV. Welcome everybody to these platforms. We're just gonna give it a second, especially Facebook. I just want to know if this is working. If it is not working, well, clown emoji. I this is just oh wow, it is working. Oh, okay. I never go live on YouTube, or I never go live on Facebook, and I have never said very few about my channel right here on Facebook. But I know everybody on my Facebook. Hello and welcome. We're just gonna have the pilot episode right here on YouTube, or we're gonna have the pilot episode here on Facebook, and then the rest of the series is going to be on YouTube and Twitch. Simulcast. I just want to double check on the health of all three of those before we get everything started. I mean, obviously, right now we just haven't done that. Okay, so Book of Boba Fett, we are live. We're live everywhere, guys. We are live everywhere. Welcome. Joining us today on the watch party, we've got our good friends. We got Jensen and Heather on the other side. How's everybody doing today?
Hello.
Hello.
So, we are journeying back to Star Wars. The last series that we ever covered under the Star Wars umbrella was the Star Wars The Bad Batch, the animated series. So, we're going back into live action. And in the all the way back to last year and the Mandalorian Season 2, that is where we first saw that glimpse at the end of the season finale. We all saw Luke Skywalker, surprisingly, in that episode. And we didn't expect it, but the Book of Boba Fett, and he's sitting in the throne, Jabba's throne, and with Fennec Shand by his side. So, going in, and I know both of you do not like watching trailers, what are your
Yep.
expectations for this show?
Obviously Boba and obviously Fennec, and that's all I have.
That's all you have. So that like the only two that we saw in that post, even in the post credit scene, like going back, let's go back a week to the Spider-Man No Way Home, the post credit scene of that. Jen, you were waiting outside of the theater, thinking that in case Multiverse of Madness would go on during the pre-rolls, and I kind of pranked you a little bit. Sorry, not sorry, but by saying, "Man, you missed it," and you sat down, and then there it was. We watched the movie, we watched to the end of it, and there it was, the Multiverse of Madness trailer at the end of the show. So, this one truly, we don't have any idea of what's going to happen in this show. So, uh, Jen, do you have any expectations for this show?
Um, I think we're gonna learn about basically the change of leadership from Java to Boba
Ooh.
for Java's palace.
And we also had, well, I keep forgetting his name. The weird guy with the weird
Bib,
funky teeth. What's up?
Bib Fortuna.
Bib Fortuna. Yes, that's right. We saw him at the end. I think that's the one who Boba kills in that post-credit scene of the season 2 finale of Mandalorian. Um, I think we definitely. I don't know about y'all, but we might see like Bosk. Do you think Bosk, Cad Bane? I'm not sure. Do you think that they'd show up in this show?
Kind of want that to happen though.
Because we've seen them in animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cad Bane would be so cool.
Um, oh yeah, Cad Bane especially, and especially if we get to see the animation in the Clone Wars, the unused animation of Boba Fett versus Cad Bane, but not in
Yeah.
animation, in live action, directed by Robert Rodriguez, for God's sake. You know, that would be huge. The fandom would go fucking crazy, man. It would go crazy.
Yeah.
So we are almost there, folks. Just about 9 minutes to go. So historically, the Marvel series have come out 10 minutes before at 11:50. We're gonna check out if it has dropped just yet. Excitement is building up for this one right here. Let me tell you right there. The Book of Boba Fett, and it is up. It is up. 38 minutes.
Wow.
It is up. So yeah, the Marvel series have always come out 10 minutes before, and the Book of Boba Fett is already up. Give us a few moments as we get the group watch set up. This is the TASG Watch Party live tonight on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Up. I was like, wow, that definitely took me by surprise. All right, there it is. I have just sent the link. Let's watch the Book of Boba Fett all together. Chapter 1, Boba Fett holds court. Whatever the fuck that means. Ernie, welcome to the live stream, fam. We're just about to get this thing started. It is already live on Disney Plus 7 minutes before, so for the first time, and we were expecting this with the other series that we did with the Bad Batch, just like the Marvel series, it is live now 10 minutes before. And Frederick Chambers is already dropping off Twitter until he can see the Book of Boba Fett with his girlfriend. So that's very sweet. All right, here we go. And we're going to hit start. Oh, you guys are sharing screen, right?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We're going to start stream in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Live action Star Wars on our final live stream of 2021.
Woo!
Yes.
Let's
Last
get it.
live stream of 2021. We've made it. Ooh. All right. If you're just joining us, 20 seconds in. Twin sons, baby. And look at that.
Wow.
That's beautiful. Jesus Christ. I could have sworn I've seen all these scenes in Battlefront 2. Is that the hot springs? Oh, what? No way.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Throw it all the way back. Throw it all the way back, fam.
Damn.
All the hype for this series. Let's go, man.
Oh my god.
Everything is every single thing. So this is how he escapes. That is pretty nasty, though.
guess now we know how he did it.
This music is. So the big question is, how does Cobb Vanth fit in all this? Because I think to see him, because like, how did he get the armor? Of course, it's them. Of course. If you're just joining us, 3 minutes 34 seconds of a 38-minute episode. Ah, that's how he got. All right. Oof. Chuga. They saw him lying there. And then we'll take you and it's one of our own. Rika. Come on, wake up. Oh. Time for school. Ooh, this music.
He kind of looks like Vader without the helmet.
He really does. Oh my god. Somebody needs to give this guy a nice little spa day.
Oh my god.
You really wonder how he regained his strength after all
Yeah.
this. Like, that's a lot. That's a beatdown, man. Mad props to you.
Seriously.
Ooh.
Hey.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh. So this theme was leaked just about an hour ago. And it's on Spotify now. But I reserve judgment just like you two.
Well, it's a tiny one.
It's a kid.
It's a little kid. Oh my god.
Stop beating him up. Rude. If you're just joining us, we are 7 minutes, 36 seconds of a 38-minute episode. Live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
Somebody hurting.
Oh, a fellow Rhodian. Is that the same creature who almost attacks? Oh, who almost attacks? Oh my gosh, Omega. Um, I think
Mm,
episode 2 or 3, the Cutler Quain episode. Oh no, not Cutler Quain. Was it?
It was cut.
Oh yeah, it was cut. Yeah, that was easy. That was nothing.
hmm.
Well, it takes mask off and it's actually Obi-Wan. Oh, that's very dark.
Ooh. This reminds me of the scene from Black Panther.
True. Oh, noun yet again. What's this? It's turning grady. Oh, Fennec.
Mm.
Ooh, this is low key very badass. This is really badass. Look at that.
That's pretty cool.
Refresh green armor, baby. Disney Parks collection, y'all.
Damn.
Damn. Okay. You know what it sounds like? AP5.
Yeah.
Give us Bosk, please. Somebody's bored. Twi'lek. This is the equivalent.
Almost sounds like Owen Wilson.
He does almost sound like him. Either him or no, yeah.
That is true. Wow. No. But doesn't look like him though.
No.
He kind of looks like Jamie from Progressive. Yes.
Shiny killer. Thanks for sharing.
Hey, I remember them. They're from Galaxy. Oh, no, what is it? Damn it! What's the mobile game? Yeah, he's a really different leader. First of all, the Fennec Shan outfit, man, looks great on Tatooine. Are you serious right now?
Boston Dynamics.
Boston Dynamics. What the fuck?
That's so
Come
funny.
on, man. Are you kidding me? Come on, boss. Bruh. 18 minutes, 35 seconds of a 38-minute episode. Oh.
Can't do that. Oh, I like this version.
Oh, we might see those in Galaxy's Edge then.
Hey, get it.
There's a lot of droids
There
so
is.
far.
Oh. It's like a DJ Rex and like a card dealer version of DJ Rex from Oga's Cantina. $5, people are going to be sipping for those Twi'leks on Twitter. Or her. It's also about commerce, too. That's pretty good.
That's funny.
Oh. Ninjas. Let's go. Whoa.
So
Hello.
cool.
Bruh, this is some
Oh,
Wakanda stuff right here. Oh, shit. Of course they took it all. And the helmet. First of all, she ain't got armor, so she's very susceptible right now. She's gonna be very vulnerable. That's what they tried in Black Panther, and that didn't work. Yes. Ooh. Alright. We never saw that face animated. This is amazing. This is pretty good. Let the action do all the talking. Should have been Wilhelm. Ooh. Hey, bada bing, bada boom, bing bong, you dead. Let's go.
Oh, they didn't take his helmet.
Not gonna lie, some of this action kind of looks like the stunts done at Avengers Campus. Like, not gonna lie, I'm sorry, but the action was good until this part right here. Which is at 24:10. Hey. Who are you? Oh. It's like, I need a nap. I'm done with this. Now he's starting to look like Wrecker a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they have the same
So,
clone.
everything in the past is going to have a transition that looks like it's shot in night vision.
Yeah, which is a cool way to kind of tell us that it's a flashback.
I wonder if we're ever going to meet that Rhodian again. Dig? So this is holes now. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Thank you. That makes no... Actually, yeah, that's funny because that is Holes. That's the plot of Holes.
Mm-hmm.
Found water? Oh. Oh. Hey. I have a joke with that. Facebook would understand. At least some of them would understand, but wouldn't. So water just comes in those little pods? How does that even form naturally? Or do they just hide it? Like
I don't know.
that's a good question. Like, is it a part of? It could be part of the Star Wars universe that we still kind of don't know, but that's pretty damn cool. S-
Mm-hmm.
Yo,
Great
hello.
dragon.
Oh
Nope.
shit!
Oh,
And they're both connected, so they are both fucked.
oh, oh. That kind of answers your question of if we'll ever see him again.
Hello.
What the hell is
Wait, that
that?
ain't no crate dragon. What is that?
What is that?
Broski.
Oh,
Hello. This looks pretty damn cool in real life. Or in live action.
mm.
Look at that. Who would have thought, man? He's gonna cut off the arms, isn't he? There's like some sort of Herculean feat. So that's how he gets free. Low key, this guy is technically a spider, but I don't have a problem with it.
Classic.
Of course.
Kobalea.
Yeah, he did pull it away. So,
Go on, cut his head off. Show it to us. Hey, yo. Yeah.
about that than the water.
It's like, Daddy, look what I found. Oh, that he's taking credit for it all, man. Like, come on, seriously?
Hey.
Here, you get to drink. That's all you get to do.
Bro.
This theme, listen to this. Oh my god.
Really good. Really good.
This is a banger. Oh man. Ooh. And of course, they're just also looking at the concept art right here. See, there's the DJ Rex. Except he's a car dealer for Sabak. Yeah. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the first episode of the Book of Boba Fett. We're just gonna listen, let the credits roll. Ludwig Göransson, hell yeah, he is back yet again. I just want to say, you don't have to say a lot to introduce this character. You're reintroducing this man in the 2020s that we've seen very few times in the, throughout the history of Star Wars. It's like reintroducing the character to the new generation, except of, how he survived. And I think this was very, very well done. Plot-wise, there wasn't a lot to it. It felt just more like a true introduction of a character. This was pretty natural. If we are truly to see it as a part of the Book of Boba Fett, this, I would say, would be more of the prologue rather than chapter 1. I see this, this is a great starting off point. You're not revealing too much about what's going to happen in this season. That being said, I think it's like, 8 episodes, right? 6, 8 episodes? 7?
I don't know.
I don't remember how many episodes this is. So, if this was in the middle of the thing, we would consider it filler. But this is a solid start to the thing. And, this, I'd say, the action was all well done. And the action did all the talking about the character. Now, I want to catch your guys' thoughts on this one so far. Because it was all action. All action. Do you think there's what are your thoughts on this episode? Let's start with Heather. What are your thoughts? Hello? Did we lose you for a second?
Can you hear me?
You're a very faint.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Yeah. So,
Okay.
what are your thoughts so far?
I was like talking.
Oh, we didn't hear anything, unfortunately, on my end.
Sorry. No, I was saying it was actually a pretty good episode.
I would agree with what you were saying about, like, if it was in the middle of the, like, not the season, but it kind of feels like a filler episode, but a really good introduction to Boba, and
And Fennec
glad
too.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, and Fennec, that too. I like how they kind of answered how he was able to get out of that situation he was in. Um, but I was talking about the soundtrack. I think the soundtrack is going to
Yes.
be really good.
The soundtrack's absolutely a banger. In fact, I think we should put it on at the end, like just listening to it, what it sounds like. I mean, so far, it's got some great undertones of the Mandalorian, but mixed in
Hmm.
with some originality. Now, I'm not sure
Hmm.
if we've heard any OSTs of like young Boba Fett the
Hmm.
from the prequel trilogy, or even in the Clone Wars soundtrack. So,
Yeah,
gotta dig deep in those archives a little bit,
yeah.
just to check it
And
out for our next episode. But so solid
I'm
soundtrack.
curious. Yeah, no, no, seriously. I'm curious to know what are we gonna see in the future now that he's saying his dreams are back? Like
Yes.
what? Like, are we gonna see new people? Are we gonna? I'm not that I have high expectations on that, but I'm curious to know what's gonna happen when they do the flashbacks.
Speaking of expectations, I think this one they wanted to keep your expectations low, just so that they
Yeah,
can have a little bit more wiggle room for the fandom to see what they want.
yeah.
Um,
It's the first episode, so it's not that bad.
it's the first episode, and frankly, plot wise, they didn't really add anything to it. It was just all
No.
action. Here's the character. Here's what we're looking at, and most importantly, in my opinion, how he's different from Bib Fortuna and
Mhm.
Jabba the Hutt. He said Jabba ruled
Mhm.
with fear. I rule with respect.
Mhm.
Already introducing a different ruling style of Tatooine than Crime Lords past. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this continues on. Jensen, what are your thoughts so far? What are
Out of
your
the main
first impressions from this series so far?
first impressions.
The dreams are going to lead to everything that basically during Clone Wars,
Ooh,
like that,
Yeah.
as you said before, Cad Bane and Boba Fett's in it. We'll probably actually see that, but it's just going to be like a snippet of it.
that's probably gonna be like, and yeah, that's gonna be big when we see that. Like hands down, no doubt. Do I dare say guarantee it? We will see that scene right here in this show. Um, it was a very interesting thing the moment that they showed Camino. You went from Camino
Yeah,
to the the arena where he's holding his dad's helmet, and it's just in that
right.
scene in was it episode 2 or 3? Oh my gosh, no, episode 2.
I think it was two. Attack of the Clones.
Yes, yeah, it was episode 2, and just seeing that scene was kind of surprising, and then all of a sudden, time jump to just before Mandalorian season 2, where he escapes the Sarlacc pit and is captured by those Tusken Raiders. Now, those Tusken Raiders, they are very pesky. Another question is, who is that Rodian that he was with? We
I
never
don't think
got to
it
see,
matters anymore
because he's
because he's
dead.
dead.
Um, but what were they doing before that? Was he
I
an
don't know.
accomplice
That's a
to
good question.
leave? Um, we may possibly see more of those answered in the upcoming episodes. But so
Yeah,
far, um,
definitely.
and I know how much you guys don't like expectations. This is raising zero expectations. This is an unwritten book that is slowly being written week after week, every Wednesday by Disney Plus. This is a pretty damn good way to start the series, because you compare this series to the Marvel series, where the everything's already written, comics and everything. But then you take a look at these Star Wars projects. This is still pretty much brand new. You know, we've seen the 9 movies, Solo and Rogue One. Now you're just filling in the gaps. That's what Clone Wars did. That's what Rebels did. Bad Batch in a way. So this gap right here will solidify the gap between Mandalorian season 2 and Mandalorian season 3. So it's a slowly written book, and frankly, I will say that's a very smart way to get a show started. Zero expectations. You never know where it's gonna go. That's exactly what we thought of from the Mandalorian. The only thing that differs is that, hey, we had a surprise at the end, and that surprise ended up being Baby Yoda, what his species is, and that low-key kind of takes away from who the Mandalorian is. We were just all honed in on who is this Mandalorian, and eventually it unraveled as the weeks went on. So I think that's what we're going to see with this show.
Yeah, I agree.
Going back on the action is amazing, with the exception of the rooftop scenes, which really kind of looked like something out of the Avengers Campus stunt scenes. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. Facebook, you know what I'm talking about.
It also looked like they were using the wider fisheye lens for those things too.
Can you repeat that? That was a little bit muffled.
It feels like they used a wider, like a fisheye lens for those scenes too.
Yes. Well, it's something like very wide angle to capture everything in the moment, so you weren't really focusing in. Typically, when you see action scenes, you know, it's very honed in, very zoomed in kind of action. You zoom in on the punches, on the hits, on everything, and that's what makes an action sequence. But this one is a little bit zoomed out, and it seems like you're watching it from you're looking out your window and you see something going on, and the fight that's happening, and it's breaking loose on another rooftop, and that's an interesting decision by Robert Rodriguez, who's taking over on this project right here. So that was a little interesting thing to see. Interesting point, Jen, with the yacht right there. I never thought of it that way, but then when you think about it, if you're like, you're just an ordinary citizen, and you just happen to look out your window and you see that going on, and it ends up low-key kind of breaking property, but it is what it is. Going back to the to those flashback sequences, there were moments where it kind of looked like it was a little bit grainy, and it was a little like the transition between present day. Really bad comparison, but I'm going to compare it to 13 Reasons Why. 13 Reasons Why in my opinion, they had the worst, worst ways to display the past and the present. Present would have one color, past would be another color. It would just be all over the place. This one right here is a very interesting notion that, hey, going from present day to past, we're going to make everything look grainy, look like it's shot in night vision mode. So it's a little bit jarring, a little something to get used to, but for some reason I was surprised it worked. I was actually very happy about it in the end, because it didn't stay on the screen too long, and then it naturally faded right into the sequences.
Yeah, I like that too.
Let's go to that creature at the end. That creature, we all thought it was the crate dragon. Turns out we were all wrong. Wow,
Yep.
that was pretty damn good. And let me tell you, the way that they also CG'd these monsters, I don't know, these creatures right here, this was pretty well done. It doesn't look too fake. It doesn't look too, it just looks natural. And I was happy by that. So
Mhm.
let's go ahead and let's take a look at the tweets real quick. The Book of Boba Fett, latest. Season 1, Chapter 1. And that's in German. An interesting way to start the Book of Boba Fett. No big character surprises. Major action, yeah. It's a very good premiere that picks up where Mandalorian Season 2 left off with a surprising character study on Boba Fett's past. I agree. Gamorrean guards actually guard and kick some ass, yes. I think that's one big thing that people are going to analyze, and that is the ruling styles of, like, and I'm starting to sound like a history teacher now. Compare the ruling styles of Bib Fortuna, Jabba the Hutt, and Boba Fett. Because he's no longer the bounty hunter; he is the crime lord right there. So yeah, that's just one thing to keep an eye out for as we proceed through. Again, this was a solid first episode. Let's transition over to our out of 10s. Jensen, what would your out of 10 be and why?
He's thinking.
This is a tough thought because it's not like anything that we've ever seen before so far.
Yeah.
Wow.
7.5.
Was that?
7.5.
7.5. What's your reasoning?
7.5.
Um, um,
Basically, well, it's kind of like telling how Boba got to where he is today. I guess. It kind of gives us a history lesson of what he's had to go through to get here. Like giving us details and like showing us that he had to actually like climb the pit and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
The action's really good. I didn't expect him to take down that big dragon or whatever thing it was.
Take off the head, behead the beast.
But yeah.
Not a bad way to start it off. Roxanne on Facebook is saying, "Very cool, Mark. Are we going to see more chats as we continue the season?" Oh, I don't know. I just wanted to experiment on Facebook just a little bit. But if you enjoy it, we'll continue to stream live to Facebook, at least to my inner circle of 842 friends. I mean, frankly, I don't really use Facebook as much anymore, and I just wanted to give it a quick experiment as we kick off this series right here. The Star Wars series has been very popular for us here on YouTube, and I just wanted to see how, as we reach back into the Star Wars universe, how it may be. Heather, what is your out of 10 and why?
I'm gonna say the same. 7.5.
Okay.
Yeah. Same reason. It kind of is showing us how Boba got here, and honestly, it wasn't too bad. I really enjoyed it. I'm pretty obsessed with the soundtrack. Not gonna lie.
We're gonna be ears deep in it for the next hour or so.
So I'm kind of hoping it continues with that same energy, or even gets better. I forgot what else I was gonna say. Honestly, it's not a bad first episode.
Yes.
I agree with what you said. Not coming in with high expectations. This episode was definitely a very low expectational episode. There wasn't really a plot, a lot of action, which is fine, because it's like the book of it. So
you let the
more
book
chapters,
write itself.
Expecting more stuff. So, but yeah, I would say 7.5. Good episode, but not much.
And on my hand, I will agree to the 7.5 rating. One thing that knocked it down a little bit was that rooftop sequence. Um, I
Hmm.
I kind of thought that that kind of cheapened the fight scenes a little bit, but the action on the ground was pretty amazing as well. Um,
Those ninjas.
yeah, those ninjas though, with the Wakanda style shields, that was pretty good as well. I enjoyed that, but for the most part, the action was solid. The action did all the talking. You could get lost in a good action sequence, but especially when it's in the context of Boba Fett, uh, it truly made sense for this character, and we got to see him go a little bit feral on everybody, going ham on the monster or and everything, and so it's very very well done. And again, the music, as you mentioned, and I'm very excited to get into it. That credits sequence so far just sounded amazing. Um,
Hmm.
I was afraid that there may have been certain moments where the action slowed down a little bit, but some parts made some sense without the talking, so it worked out very well. Fennec Shand, let me tell you, she is just as badass as she was in the Bad Batch and Mando season 2. Um, it's gonna be. I really kind of want to see a little bit more of her, but I think we just saw the right amount of Fennec Shand.
Hmm.
Um, and going off of that as the sidekick character, um, it was very well done for her.
Yeah.
Going back to Boba Fett, it is very noticeable um, to both Fennec Shand and also to the people presenting to Boba that he is a vastly different ruler than rulers past. So it'll be interesting to see those past events, how those past episodes will affect the way that he rules. Will he and with mercifully? Like this is we know him as a badass character, you know, going all in for the kill as a bounty hunter, but not as a ruler. And as
Hmm.
the one of the most interesting thing is that after the attack, when he was down on the ground, when he was hurt, the one thing that he muttered to Fennec is to capture them alive. Why? If it was him hunting those, if he was him hunting those guys down, one shot kill. But the big question is, why does he want them alive? And that is something that we hope to get answered sometime in the next few episodes or so. Right? Because, like, you think of Boba Fett, you think of the other bounty hunters there, you got Boss, Cad Bane, etc., etc. They're all in for the kill, but you want them alive. Why? And that is where we're going to end off. This this is a good series. We're going to continue it weekly. If you are enjoying these live streams, go ahead and subscribe to us here on TASG Vlogs and more on YouTube. Uh, Roxanne on Facebook, thank you for letting us know that you are enjoying it. Um, but I think we're probably gonna keep this megacast format for at least this series and maybe more in the future. But this is our last live stream of 2021, as I mentioned earlier. We have been live since I don't remember. I think we started off with Mando season 2. It leaked a little bit into 2022, right? Or was it all in November, December?
No, it was November to December.
So yeah,
You mean wait,
or was it?
like 2021? You mean right?
Yeah.
Wait,
No, Mando was. Oh my gosh, that was October
Mm.
to December.
2020
Yeah.
to
Yes.
2021.
Mhm.
What?
It didn't go
No, it
very
was
well.
October
You
30th to
didn't?
December 18th. I have the Wikipedia page open.
Oh, it was right before.
I mean, it was a very long year. Like, let's be honest with you. So yeah, this
Yeah, I don't remember at all.
we definitely started off with like this year was essentially pretty much a Marvel focused year. Um, we started off with WandaVision, then WandaVision became we add a little bit of DuckTales in there and the Mighty Ducks series, which is and I think they canceled the Mighty Ducks series, but you know,
I
thank you so
forgot
much.
that happened.
Yeah, like it was a wild year. So WandaVision led into Falcon the Winter Soldier, which led into Loki and Bad Batch. And I think at one point we had like 2 live streams a week. And then I think they shifted over to Wednesdays for Loki, and then it's been Wednesdays ever since. So because of the Wednesday release, we go live the day before, 5 minutes before it releases on Disney Plus. And so Bad Batch led into What If. I feel like I'm missing a series in there. No, Bad Batch led into What If Visions, Star Wars Visions. That was another Star Wars project that
Visions,
we
that's right.
covered. So yeah, we covered a lot this past year, and I want to thank each and every single one of you for joining us for that this year. It has been it was a rather tough year to start things off, but things leveled out, and things ended up being just a-okay. Um, we'll continue. Of course, this series is gonna continue into 2022, by which we are looking forward to in the Star Wars universe, especially the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I am very excited to cover that one, and we will have that with you live on the watch party when that releases. And Andor as well, that's going to be closer towards the end of the year. So keep an eye out on that. We'll go ahead and follow us on Twitter at TASG Vlogs and on our Twitch as well. We will be hosting these simulcasts on those locations, and why not Facebook included. So,
Subscribe too.
what's that?
Make sure you subscribe too.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. These is a lot of fun. Both even doing it solo and doing it with a panel like this. This is a whole lot of fun. We make these interesting comments. We relate things to things that are like inside jokes and everything. So. Feel free to join in on that. Facebook, thank you for joining us. This is like a little bit of a taste of what I do on this channel. I rarely ever talk about my YouTube channel right here on Facebook. So, thanks for joining us tonight. For the select few who have joined us tonight, we'll be back next Tuesday in 2022 for our first live stream of 2022. Was it Tuesday the 3rd of January? And then so it's a whole lot of fun. And Jensen, Heather, thank you so much. I also want to thank Steven out there for joining us throughout the year. He was unable to join us tonight for this live stream, but he still played a part in this show, and hope you're doing good.
I missed you, Steven.
I know. We all miss Steven. We all miss Steven, fam. Like, big shout out to him. One of the more important pieces in our friend group right here. So, if you're interested in also co-hosting, do send a DM. I'm specifically honing in on my YouTube group or my Facebook group. If you are watching this on Facebook, do send me a DM if you're interested in doing this. We'll be going live every Tuesday, watching this series and other series, whether they're dropping on Disney Plus or elsewhere. But so far, we've only been honing in on Disney Plus, because there's going to be a whole bunch of content in the future that we'll be covering, and that'll also include the Multiverse of Madness coming up in May for the Marvel groups. But for the Star Wars group, Obi-Wan Kenobi especially. So thank you all for joining us tonight. Have a happy new year. We hope you enjoyed your Christmas time. But we are going to wrap things up for tonight. I'm Mark Catape. Thank you for watching on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And have a good night. Happy New Year, everybody.
Bye.
Good
Happy
night.
holidays.